What up, ninjas? It's your boy Naptownninja AJ. That's the homie Be the Ninja. We are Naptown's favorite stoners. We coming at you with another exclusive. Fucking tell them who the fuck we fucking with.
Coming in, heavyweight champion of fucking Nap. Why don't you go ahead? I'm not even. Why don't you tell them who you are?
Chucky Workclothes, man, reporting live. Pleasure to be here, man. Team Insomniac. It's late at night right now.
That's how we do it. We tried to set it up earlier, and he was like, "Nah, man, you gotta make it later." So that's what we did, and we're here. And hey, man, thank you for having us so much. We do appreciate you giving us your time.
Hey, appreciate you.
Thanks. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, man, we'll jump right into it. They know who you are. They've been asking about you, man. And like I said, thanks again for having us. So why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself, man? Like, where are you from?
I grew up on the south side, everywhere, man. You know,
right.
Times Square, Garfield Park, all the way out this way. Moved away for a few years when I was a kid. I actually lived in Rockford, Illinois for a couple of years, and I lived in Fort Worth, Texas for a couple of years, from like 7 to 11.
All right, so let's go back to them years. So as a child, 7 to 8 years old, 9 years old, was you listening to rap?
Oh yeah.
All right, so what was you listening to?
7, 8, probably Dr. Dre, Snoop.
That Chronic album?
Yeah, when that came out, I remember MTV used to show videos in the morning. When you wake up in the morning before school, you could get some videos before you went to school. And
I used to watch Bobby's World.
I remember seeing, I knew rappers before Dr. Dre and Snoop, but that was like the first time I was kind of, it really caught my attention. Yeah.
All right, so
when did you start?
Far?
I was gonna say, when did you start, like, writing or freestyling, however it started? When did that come about?
We were writing, not even really writing, we were freestyling. We'd get drunk, me and certain dudes that I grew up with, man. One of them, you know, Joey South, you know, who I first came in a group with. We was always rapping, you know, towards each other, and you know, just, you know, not serious about it until later on. You know what I mean? Probably didn't even really start writing anything down until about my mid-20s.
All right, so now you're 20 years, what, 23, 24 years old, you think? Right now you're writing shit down?
Yeah, maybe 24, 25.
All right.
But,
so you start writing shit. Now do you immediately start recording shit, or are you just writing shit at this point?
We was the first program that we had was a karaoke program called My Voice.
Hell yeah.
That we had on the computer, that we was just loading up any beat, industry beats, and laying stuff down on that. But
now, when I ask you this, do you have any of this fucking old archived fucking shit somewhere, like an old cassette tape?
I don't know, man. I'd have to look around. I doubt it, man.
That's just some history right there.
Some of the very first stuff that we ever put out is like, it's still up on the internet and stuff like that. Yeah, you know.
Motherfuckers like to hear the beginnings and shit.
Man, yeah, people really enjoyed that shit.
It was just a different style that time, you know what I mean? Like back in the end of the 90s, beginning of it was just like, I mean, it felt like every song that you heard was just like, damn, this shit is tight.
So now you're not just a local rapper, right? Like you're traveling around, right?
Yeah, I've been to probably at least 20 or more states.
I've been to like
you know, just following the music.
That's what's up, man.
Now, are you performing in these different states, or are you just like there like as a fan?
No, I've performed in, I would say, yeah, close to 20 states.
That's what's up, dude.
I'd have to sit down.
Now, I
and
usually
decide.
ask this question, and nobody really ever seems to know exactly, but a ballpark figure. Could you tell me about ballpark, how many shows you've run?
Man, let's see. We did our very first show in the beginning of 2011.
Yeah.
250, maybe 300.
Damn, bro, that's a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Okay, now all those shows, say 300 shows, 20 different states. What's your favorite venue you have ever worked in?
Favorite venue.
I know this kind of putting you on that. It's a lot of shows, man.
After he just said he wouldn't back you into
I
it.
wouldn't. I said that, and then,
My biggest crowds.
and then I passed you the blunt.
My biggest crowds was in Indianapolis. We opened up for Juicy J one time, and then we opened up for Tech.
Now, when you say
Yeah, that's what's
we,
up.
I'd have to sit and think about it, but on those shows, yeah, I had some. On one of them, me and Young Bleed did the set. That was at the Juicy J.
okay.
And
Shit, I missed this shit.
on
You and me both.
the Tech 9 show, we did the set.
Now, I'm usually at the Tech show. What year was the Tech 9 show?
It was 14, I think. I
MGK
had,
and shit? MGK was on it? And
no, it wasn't that one. But I had Dutta, Big Dutta, and Nathan Arizona
Shout out
there.
to both of
with
them,
me.
actually, legit. Shout out to Nathan Arizona and Big Dutta. I'm trying to holler at you, trying to get this shit cracking. Get at me, both of y'all.
Only time will tell.
Yo.
Right.
Alright, so where we at now? We fucking
So you're rocking the shows.
Your
So
favorite
like
venue?
Indianapolis is pretty, like you would say Indianapolis hometown.
Yeah, Indianapolis is
You have a
definitely
specific-
my hometown.
did you like the Emerson?
Yeah, I like the Emerson. The sounds,
Yeah.
to be honest, to be all the way honest, is
Oh, that's one
not
Emerson, legit.
not great. I like the nostalgia of the Emerson. I like the
There's a lot of memories there.
yeah. I like the structure of the Emerson Theater.
Now, did you go to fucking shows at the Emerson when you was younger and shit?
Nah, but you know what? My dad was always a DJ. My dad would take us to big shows. My dad would take us up to Deer Creek. My dad's an
Oh,
old.
yeah, Deer Creek. See, that's what's up, dude.
My dad.
That's how you know you're old school. I don't follow along with this changing the names and shit.
Hey, my dad's an old hippie,
Just
man.
appreciate
He
that.
used to run around and with the Grateful Dead and, Fish, touring, running around and stuff like that. Plus, he was also a DJ, so I can't remember ever going to anything at the Emerson as a kid, but we went and seen a whole bunch of big tours and stuff up at Deer Creek. Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I still call it, at one point, I think I'm blending over to calling it Verizon. But I'm stuck on Verizon. I don't know what the fuck it's called now. And I'd be like, oh, you talking about the show Verizon?
I know it's the Clip Center. I know that.
Is it even always? I think I pronounce it
I
wrong.
don't call fucking Banker's Life. That's fucking Conseco.
Right.
Even regardless of what we're going to do a show in Conseco. Like, it ain't Banker's Life. I don't give a fuck what it's called. I live in the past, I guess. Fuck it.
So, what's going on these days, man? You got any shows or anything lined up?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on with?
I got 2 shows in July. July 15th, I got a show in Reagan.
Okay.
We've been getting invited out there.
Right outside, Fort Wayne and Carl's
Is that
Tavern.
Twisted Insane?
No, it's actually real life music crew. And Flash D from up there is going to be there, and Ace Bug as well. Yeah, on the bill. I think that's the whole lineup. But yeah, it's going to be a good show out there.
Nice.
So you've got,
They all got some good stuff.
what's the, so you've got actual, let's fucking, hold on. This is what I like. This is hard copy shit, CDs. This is what motherfuckers used to do. Now everybody's trying to hustle their shit on iTunes. Man, come to shows with CDs, man. If I fuck with you, man, I'll copy your shit, legit. I got some beats in my shit. I love rocking fucking local shit. Y'all fuck with him, he's got CDs.
So speaking of that, man, you got any like upcoming like
albums?
Yeah, I actually I'm doing an EP series. In just this past December 28th, I dropped volume 1 of Professor Works Laboratory. It's an EP series that I'm doing.
Okay.
So I've already dropped volume 1. I'm dropping volume 2 of that on the 26th of August.
Okay.
And I'm doing last time when I tried to do like a meet and greet and a show in the same day, it didn't go exactly how I planned it. So this time I'm just doing a release at the Karma East.
Oh hell yeah, we're fucking Karma.
Yeah.
Shout out to Karma East.
Yeah.
You can go in there and get old shit, or they support locals like a motherfucker.
Yeah, definitely.
We actually want to try and like
Do an interview with them.
I wouldn't mind like getting those guys and like because they fucking represent
them brothers.
Yeah,
I've known
forever, dude.
Yeah,
forever.
And the little
at
short
least
dude.
20 years.
And the little short dude with glasses, he's been there forever too.
Yeah, I'd really like to do that. So, but
sorry we don't know your names.
so you said you got the EPs dropping.
Definitely.
Nah,
August 26. Where are they gonna be able to find that at?
Yeah.
As far as the hard copy,
Karma
I'm putting it
Records.
exclusively at Karma East.
And you have that day?
I have my hard copies with me at the events and different stuff like that. But as far as where I'm putting it there, that's always been my top selling store anyways.
That's what's up.
Everybody
That's
else.
good that they're showing you some love, man.
Well, yeah,
Alright.
you gotta push the digital too, man. You gotta use that.
I feel that.
Right. I mean, you have to.
I'm not saying I'm against that because
Yeah.
it's cool to be riding out and like I'll be talking to somebody setting something up and I can go to SoundCloud and just put it on stereo.
It's about that
Listen to it.
accessibility.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
I just think that on disc, if you're
Sounds
trying to
better.
bump,
I still like a CD too.
yeah.
Definitely.
I'm still that guy that's like, hold on, be careful with that, man. Don't scratch my
Here,
shit.
put that back in the case, motherfucker. Don't put it on the floor.
So you got some shows coming up.
Hold on. I've been fucking holding this
my bad.
question.
I'm sorry.
Hashtag stoner problems. I'm gonna forget this shit. You've done these albums. You've done a lot of work, right? A lot of albums, a lot of songs. What song sticks out to you the most? Like I've been fucking with you for a little bit. People have been talking about you in my ear for a while, so I've been checking you out, and you convey a really positive message in your shit, and that's fresh to see when most motherfuckers is just talking about the fucking drama and the hard shit. Like you prevent, like you're showing that there's a way out of that shit, and you can fucking. It's all about family and fucking. I fuck with that legit, cause I'm all about family. I got a pretty big family myself, so
Right.
I'm all about that shit, and I fuck with your message. What would be your favorite song that you've done out of all your shit?
That's hard, man. I got different.
I'll word that different. What song means the most to you?
That's tough too. Man, I got different songs that I like for different reasons. They, that's just a hard question.
I feel that. Okay, what song? Okay, this is
Honestly-
completely different from what song you did. What song is the most crowd responsive?
Me and Young Bleed did a song called Clockwork that, people just love it, everywhere. It's upbeat,
We'll definitely remember that when we leave.
yeah, it's one of those shows, and man, it still gets a bunch of views all the time. People love it every time we perform it at a show, everywhere we've ever done it, and that one, you know, gets a lot of crowd response. I got another song called Sir Charles.
I just listened to that. I fuck with that song, dude. That song is the shit.
People like, and I'm just describing how, like, you know, Barkley was always one of the best players in the league, but you know, he never won a championship. So you know,
like John Madden, who's like one of the best coaches in history, but
right. So I was just, you know, kind of comparing, you know, my situation to his, with, you know, done a lot of things, but really haven't, you know, came as far as I would have liked to in that time and shit.
Is there any collabs that you've done that was like fucking really dope to you, or like you want to like talk about? You don't believe you just said?
Yeah, I mean, that type of shit is, you never would have, you know, never thought none of that kind of stuff would ever happen when you're just listening to it, you know.
Oh, that's how it is every time I walk into one of these interviews. Matter of fact, with you, like, I know rappers try to stay humble and shit, and I appreciate that. That's awesome. But you're really talked about, bro. Like, you got, I'm not trying to, like, kiss your ass or nothing, but you got a lot of fucking, there's a lot of talk about you. And when I walk in the door like that, I'm like, damn, I'm about to do this interview.
Like we're so hyped. We're in the car, like, oh my god, we're about to go interview this.
I have to turn that fanboy shit off.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't come in and be serious and do an interview.
But that's why we do this, because we're fans, man. It's like, if we like him, and I think I'd like to say I have good taste in music, man. It's like, you know, and like, so like, why not let the, like, yeah,
that's why I got to do this with y'all.
We keep it Indiana, man, like, straight up.
Man, hey.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you.
Trying to get it off the ground.
You're the same age as us. So was there any locals that you fucked with when you were in Indianapolis when you were younger and shit? That you liked to, like, you went to the shows?
Yeah, we went to a couple of Crow, Fat Man shows, you know. Being on the South Side, Joey South, who I, you know, first came in the group with, first dude when I first started rapping that I rapped with. Crow was his cousin, you know, his older cousin, so they was already doing their thing.
Yeah, Crow's been in the shit a long time.
Yeah.
Like when I heard his name, people were putting his name in the same with like Kilo G and shit. Okay, that's who I listened to when I was a kid. I fucking forever had that Straight Out the Nappy City CD, fucking in the fucking, well, not the CD, the cassette tape, because I have a CD player. This was broke. But I had the Walkman. All right, so now's the time. We'll get into this motherfucker. You see him over here getting antsy and shit?
I've been shaking.
This motherfucker's over here shaking and shit. Like, I don't even know why.
Because I want to know, dude.
He always has to ask. I know I say this every time, but he pisses me off with this shit. And he has to, just ask it, man. Just go ahead.
Fuck it. I don't care, because I ain't ashamed of it, man. Are you a wrestling fan?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh shit. Fucking bunch of love, bro. Yeah, like, you know how many times we get looked at like, what the fuck
are
you talking about? I stand true to it, dude.
You know what? Not currently. I don't know what's going on like right now, but as far as like throughout my whole life and a lot of eras of it that I was watching, yeah.
So we'll go back,
yeah.
We'll go back where we said 7 or 8 years old. Who was your favorite wrestler at that time? Pre-Attitude Era.
Or just favorite wrestler in general.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll get to that.
We're super fans, dude. We can't ask people questions like that. Like, we can't just be like the Bushwhackers.
No, it wouldn't have been them. I'm trying to think, man. I liked a whole bunch of them, man. I liked,
Hashtag starter problem.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I liked Flair.
Fucking dirtiest player. Woo! That motherfucker was at the gathering.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Out there, he was introducing each motherfucker. So the whole gathering, motherfuckers just walking around, woo! And then whoop whoop winning. Charlie Sheen was at the gathering as a host.
The funniest
Yeah.
I like the.
His daughter's doing her thing right now.
Really?
Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, she's like the champion, women's champion.
And shit. She does the exact same shit. Matter of fact, she has a move called the figure 8. She puts them in a figure 4, and then she like bridges up off that shit
into a bridge
and goes into figure 8. It's pretty nasty.
nasty.
But getting off wrestling subject, we gotta always ask this question too. Do you play video games?
Not as much as I used to, man. I used to play
I feel that definitely.
a lot, man.
So what are some games that you fuck with? First off, where do you find yourself on the line? We already know, they don't know. But where do you find yourself on the line of Sony PlayStation versus Microsoft Xbox One?
Well, I got the PlayStation. Man.
And that's another one. Chalk another one up for PlayStation.
They're in the lead
They're
with 2
like
right
fucking
now.
3 or 4. Fuck,
Yeah,
I don't know. They're up there.
Man.
A lot of people fuck with PlayStation. We fuck with Microsoft, but that's where our names came from, legit. And we're always open to play games with people when we're like, we very rarely play shit because we're always out doing shit like this. But when I do play shit, I play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like in Black Ops 3 and shit.
Zombies.
Like zombies, like a motherfucker.
My girl, all my kids, they play.
My 7-year-old is a fucking beast. And I know I say that, but like he gets up early in the morning. Like even when he has school, he'll get up early and get dressed and play Xbox or play Black Ops 3. And he's on there fucking, like I'm scoping people, daddy. I'm like, you're 7. What the fuck is going on? Like, I had a Nintendo. Here, play Nintendo.
No, they can't play that. Not nowadays.
No, I bought him one too. He liked Mario Brothers 3 for like one day.
Yeah.
And then he was
It's just too boring for him, man. Like,
Yeah.
So, swinging back into it, man, like, who are you fucking with these days, man? Like, do you fuck with anybody locally? Like, who are you?
Any shout outs you might want to give, or who do you
like,
listen to?
Yeah, who are you?
I listen to, man, probably, everybody that you guys, talked about, man.
You fuck with Ushibu?
Yeah.
They had a big history, like they blew up for a while.
Yeah.
And they was rocking shows.
Every time I see them, they got a good show and stuff like that. Yeah.
They're all the homies. Fucking shout out to Pete Sandage, fucking Silence. Shout out to all y'all. Fucking Holocaust. Shock Someone. Still trying to get you, bro.
Or even aside from that, like, who are you just like, if you were to throw in something right now, like
collab, or what you're talking about, or collab?
Not even collab, just like listening to, like, what are you like if you go to my shit right now, I got Ritz.
Independent stuff, man. Local stuff too, man.
You always keeping your ear to the ground?
Yeah. But I'm doing music, I'm about to do something, a record with my dude Grimy out here. He's nice. You guys definitely need to check him out. We're about to do something. I'm doing something with Big J.
That's
Big J has a lot of shit to say, man. He's a cool ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real motherfucker right there.
Independent stuff. My dude that we toured with, Mr. Envy, from Louisiana. I listen to that. The homie Jai from Louisville. He's coming up here in a couple of weeks for some show. And
I want to try to catch as many shows as now between now and June. June 18th we're leaving for together?
Yep.
June 18th or July 18th. I'm June 18th.
I got that one on the 15th if you guys,
So we would definitely.
Where's that one at?
It's at Carl's Tavern.
That's the same place. We're supposed to go there, I believe. What day did you say, the 15th? I think the 14th is supposed to be the
July
same
15th. Yeah.
They got a lot of shows there. How's that venue?
It's cool, man. It's I don't know, man. It's probably a 200 cap venue, but it's perfect for that. It fills up. It fills up good. And
Steve-O's
they
the
show
homie.
love out there. It's a decent bar.
Steve-O the Stoner's the homie, and he keeps trying to get me to come out there and do a show with him.
Yeah.
Like he's like out there all the time.
Yeah.
And shit, shout out to
Steve-O
Stoner.
the Stoner. Have you seen in Fountain Square? Have you seen that bar Hi-Fi?
I think I've been in it. Yeah, I've been in it before.
That shit wasn't too bad, man. Like, it was like a little fucking, like, you get in there and you fucking try not to move, but like that shit was tight because like it was like it sounded real good, man. Like they have some nice equipment there and it sounded real good.
You be sure to check out. Like if you go to the channel, we're trying to separate shit now. We're in the process of fixing the channel up. to where like people were complaining about, oh, I want to see an interview from M3, which we did the interview with M3 way back. You know what I mean? So to look at that, they would have to go through all of our videos and shit to find that. So we're starting to put them in playlists like interviews, just fucking crowd shows, and all the different shows. So if you want to check it out that way, there's some really good footage from Jelly Roll and Big J and fucking who else was it? Doobie?
Yep.
Doobie, shout out to him. I'm getting better with the camera when I do fucking show footage. It's hard as a fucking fan, and I rock out at shows and shit. It's hard to rock the fuck out and hold that motherfucker still. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't rock out. Like I gotta
We're learning not to mix like the business with the pleasure.
I'll pass
It's
the
like
camera
we are
off to him,
fans and
then I'll
stuff, but then
fucking
we
jam
like
out.
it's like trying to remember like, hey, hold on, we're actually here to do some shit.
So, yeah.
So we definitely want to fuck with you. I have to check and see what's going on.
But yeah, we're already talking about going down there. Like what?
Yeah.
Like you said, it's the 15th.
Yeah, Carl's Tavern, man. Yeah.
Carl's Tavern,
Yeah.
fucking July 15th.
All right, we gotta shout this out. We're doing this in every video. We'll let you know. In case you haven't found out yet. July 9th.
And you're invited, by the way. You
Yes,
and
you
your
are definitely
family.
invited. Your family, bring your kids. My kids will be there. There'll be a bunch of kids playing, and fucking it'll just be like a big ass. It's a barbecue.
And we're not
What
gonna
up,
put you on the
Ninja?
spot. You don't have to answer now.
Yeah,
but you
know
are
what it is.
invited.
What up, Ninja? Red Fox Indie. Fucking cookout July 9th at the historic Henna House. Like they got a big grounds out there. We did it out there about a month ago, and it turned out pretty well. So we're trying to.
With special guest cook stars,
Oh
local
yeah, Juggalo,
clown
local
crew.
clown crew, the Juggalo Grill. They're at all the. Oh, speaking of Juggalos, we had. I don't mean to put you out there like that. We had a conversation before the interview about how you got love for the Juggalos and shit. Anything you want to elaborate on that?
Man, it's just, man, they're just good supporters, man. They know how to keep up with you and show love. And every single, person from the Juggalo crowds that I've performed at, as long as I kept up with them, man, and everything like that, they always show love.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
And
Like,
like I
as
said,
a Juggalo, I'm
shout
showing love.
Yeah, absolutely.
I fuck with you, man. I fucking bump your shit.
You should fuck with them.
Yeah, really, for real. If you
Check
don't
his shit
fuck
out,
with him,
then check him
if you
out.
don't fuck with him, what the fuck are you really doing? Like, for real? You know what I'm saying? We done fucking told you all about some shit. And my daughter, she wants me to ask you, what is your favorite food?
Pizza. Probably pizza, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Abby, there you go.
I had to make myself not get a pizza today because I've been eating so much.
Any place in particular that you like getting pizza from?
Yeah, I'll eat any of them, man. Really, I worked in Pizza Hut for 8 years.
So you got tired of pizza? Huh?
Nah, I'll still eat it. I'll still eat it any day of the week.
You fuck with the stuffed crust? That's why I
I
fuck
don't
with
even,
Pizza Hut.
I'm good. I don't even think they got it no more.
Yeah, they got it.
I
That's
fuck
why
with
I
that
fuck
pan
with it.
pizza.
Now here's the thing. I've always wondered about Pizza Hut. You said you worked there for a bit. How in the fuck does nobody else make stuffed crust? Do they literally have like a serious patent on that
They
shit?
must.
That shit's locked down. Papa John's, they never fucked with it.
They
Domino's, nobody.
must.
They ain't fucking with that shit. Now, Papa John's pizza with stuffed crust would be dope.
All right,
That's the fat kid speaking to me because I'm hungry
Our fucking we're
and I'm stoned.
Locally, though, yeah, vibes.
Fuck it,
Jazz.
people want to know shit. fuck.
I'm saying we're officially stoned now.
I'm
Dude. We're like,
stoned,
we're
okay.
talking about. We're like, fucking, we're gonna go get pizza.
Literally, we hit a subscriber point earlier. I had talked to you and got this set up, and I was excited about. I'm still very excited that I'm here, like that we're doing this and shit. This is awesome. So now I want to ask you, do we work this into the shit? Well, fuck. Before I ask that, you smoke weed. You have a favorite strain
Do I have?
or one that you prefer?
Nah, I don't even know if I've ever even thought about it like that, man. I got certain ones that I like, but I don't stay stuck on one, man. If I'm really, I'm more like a casual smoker, man. And more, if it's good enough to get me high, it's
Really?
high.
So what you think of this shit?
Yeah, It's alright.
Yeah, because that's what we lead into. How high are you?
I'm high enough.
That's what's up.
You heard it.
Yeah.
He's fucking here. Naptown's favorite stoners.
That's what we do all day, every day. All right, now, do you have any questions for us?
This is the part where I ask you guys questions.
If you want to, that's what's up. We'll definitely answer questions. We've never really. Usually somebody will be like, "What's your favorite figure?" Shout out to him.
Okay. Who is the person that you guys most want to interview?
Being a juggler, like, always, since I was fucking a young kid, I've been fucking with ICP, so I would have to say an interview with ICP would probably be the pinnacle shit. Like, I wouldn't say I'd be done, but I feel like that would be like a drop the mic moment, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But we're in the works, like, legit. My wife, fucking shout out to her, she does all the fucking scheduling and fucking hitting people up and talking to managers and shit. She's actually, which this is a little far-fetched, but I love her drive that she has on it. She just recently hit up Wiz Khalifa's manager, which that's shooting for the moon, but you never know, maybe this time next year it might be more of a reality because we're constantly on that phone. Like, this is insane. This phone right here is like my shit. I'm constantly setting up new shit, finding out about new artists. I'm bumping new people's shit all the time. Like, that's what I'm doing right now. We appreciate the fuck out of you. Hold on, I didn't even give him his number. I'm fucking up.
Hashtag stoner problems.
Hashtag stoner problems.
Man, that's what we got the.
Alright. This right here is the time where this is your shit. This is your moment. Anything you want to shout out, anybody you want to shout out, if you want to spit something, if you want to cut a wrestling promo, anything in your mind that you want to do, we're not even going to talk no more. This is all you. This is your shit.
Shit, man. Definitely shit. Want to just shout out everybody who supports me in any way, man. Shares any of my stuff, shouts me out, brings people like this to the attention of me. That's how this happened right here. So anybody who's doing anything like that for me, definitely shout out, man. Listen to all my music on Spotify. I use Spotify. Spotify's, for whatever reason, I just prefer it. So, you know, listen to all my music on there. Be looking out for new videos. New EP coming the end of August. I got some shows coming up. Definitely the 2 in July. July 15th at Carl's Tavern. And July 22nd at the Emerson Theater. Definitely be at those. And I got some other stuff going on in Indianapolis too that I don't think we're allowed to say anything about yet. That's going to be happening soon too. As far as shows, yeah, we'll definitely.
So are you active in like Twitter or like where can they, if they're trying to reach out to you, where can they get a hold of you at?
C Workclothes on Twitter, Chucky Workclothes on just about everything else. I'm pretty sure if you type in Chucky Workclothes, my Twitter comes up too, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
I was actually told about this the other day, and I checked it out myself. If you Google famous rappers in Indianapolis, your name is on that list, bro.
Yeah, I seen that.
Like, that
I
is
seen that.
legit, bro. Like, you're on that fucking list, and I was like, wow, okay. Somebody, actually, Big J fucking said that in the interview. He said that somebody told him about it. So when I left the interview, I checked it out. I was like, no shit, there he is.
I seen that, man. It's just,
How does that feel having that title?
man, all it is
On Google at least.
all it is pretty much accomplished, enough work to, like, have a Wikipedia and that kind of verification of, some of the work that you've done, man. That's all it is. It's just gotta constantly, be working, man, to get, bigger and better all the time. Work on the music every single day, religiously. Always be thinking about it.
Any advice you would give us on what we're doing?
Hey, just, you know what? If you guys are gonna do it every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been seeing you guys, I think, over the last week and stuff like that.
The only reason I don't put out videos every day, like I have 5 or 6 interviews right now ready to go. I don't put them out, but like every 3 or 4 days because I want to give the video I put Crow out right the other day. I want to give that 2 or 3 days to fucking get its shine on it and fucking be focused just on that.
Because if not, we would just be dropping shit. Check out this
shit over people's
I'm not saying necessarily be putting them out every day, but as long as you're working on them, as long as you're working on them every day, just like, you know, a rapper, some days you're gonna write, some days
we're even working on a family program.
Some days you're gonna different stuff. Some days I sit on the fucking computer and promote all day and different stuff like that. I need to get back to doing it more. Just as long as you're always, you know what I mean? You guys are trying to get them subscribers and everything up.
We fucking with y'all, y'all fucking with us.
So yeah.
Yeah, thanks by the way, because this is the fucking day that we hit over 100 subscribers.
We appreciate it. Hold on. Now I wanted to do a shout out for a special fan of both. He's a homie, really, real shit. He's a fan of yours, a big fan of yours, and he's a big fan of my fucking channel and what we're doing. Steve Esters. Fucking shout out to you, homie.
Yeah,
and your wife, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all been kicking it with us. Y'all been fucking with us.
Thank you so much. We appreciate
the fuck out of you, bro. You always comment on our shit. Fucking.
And shout out to the motherfucker on 31 that saw us.
Dude, why we gotta tell that story. We're coming here. We're riding down fucking 31, and some random ninja whips up next to us, and it's like, "What up, ninja?" Craziest, greatest feeling. That was insane, bro. Like, that just happened to us. Like, I've never had that feeling.
And then we came and interviewed you.
And then we come here and got this dope ass, got him in the mind of you a little bit. Fucking, anything else you want to say?
Man, let's see, man. What are we all talking about?
Got wrestling, got some video games.
Man, yeah, Flair was just the funniest, man. I like tons of wrestlers, man. I used to like Scott Hall. I watched a lot. I watched a lot of wrestling during like middle school at NWO.
I watched this dude get weird at the gathering.
We're
and
at the gathering.
Starstruck.
I got starstruck like a motherfucker. Guess who lives up on the golf cart? We're walking across the low road and shit, just a normal low road, little gravel road, to go this way to go to the main stage. And on the golf cart, Scott Hall's driving. Balls Mahoney's on this motherfucker in the front seat. X-Pac, Scanning ass there too? X-Pac was drunk on the back.
No, that was a different time.
Okay, well whatever. Scott Hall's driving the fucking thing.
He's drunk too.
And he fucked up. And I fucking, he pulls
just
up to me and I just
stares
stop.
at him.
And I'm just looking at him and shit like, holy shit. And he was like, and my best Razor Ramon imitation voice, he goes, "Can you get out of the way, big man?" And I'm just like, oh shit, Razor Ramon and shit. Like, I regret not doing this shit as I walked across the street. I didn't do it. I regret that immediately after I walked over.
That was so funny. He did just stop.
That shit was crazy. We got a lot of gathering stories coming at y'all. Have you ever been to a gathering?
Nah, I haven't, man.
So what do you should everybody should go to the gathering and experience it. Like the awesomeness. This year's the 17th. This year they're doing fucking Wizard of the Hood live on stage as a stage show. Like they're gonna do set changes and all that shit. That is insane. Bone Thugs and Harmony, all 5 members will be performing at the gathering. Like there's some dope Dayton family.
Hobson.
Fucking Hobson will be there. Fresh off the whole funk volume and all this shit. Bitch.
Hey man, well with that being said, thank you so much for having us tonight, man. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it. We'll definitely be in touch. We'll
Make sure you check this motherfucker out, man.
Yeah, Chucky Workclothes, man. Everywhere online. Bands in town. Keep up with me, man. Check me out on YouTube. All the videos, man. Shout out to these guys, man.
Alright, now we're going to ask you this. Tell them where they can check out the dopest videos on YouTube.
What up, Ninja?
That's what's up. And with that,